Hello, dear friends. Welcome to my channel, where together we embark on exciting journeys through the pages of history. And today we have not just a story, but a whole saga about a person whose name has become synonymous with wisdom and greatness of spirit. We will talk about Confucius, a thinker, educator, philosopher, whose teachings had a colossal impact on the development of civilization. But I will not simply retell dry biographical facts. I want to show you a living person with his fears, hopes, and dreams. A person who, despite all the difficulties, managed to leave an indelible mark on history. Ready? Then buckle up and we're off to ancient China.
Imagine China in the 6th century BC. The Zhou dynasty is declining. The country is fragmented into many warring kingdoms. Intrigues, betrayals, bloody battles. This is the reality of that time. Rulers care only about their own benefit, and the people suffer from poverty and disenfranchisement. Morality and ethics are falling, and it seems that there is no hope for the better. And it is in this turbulent time, in the small state of Lu, that a boy is born who is destined to change the course of history. His name is Confucius, but the world will know him as Confucius, the greatest sage and teacher of all time. History tells us that Confucius' father, Shu Lianghe, was a brave warrior, famous for his exploits. However, he was already elderly when he married a young girl named Yan Jingzai. Shortly after the birth of his son, Shu Lianghe passed away, leaving Yan Jingzai alone with a small child in her arms. Despite poverty and hardship, Yan Jingzai did everything possible to give her son a good education. She herself taught him to read and write, told stories from ancient books, and instilled a love of knowledge. Confucius grew up as a curious and diligent boy. He eagerly absorbed knowledge, studying ancient texts, legends, and rituals. Already at an early age, he showed extraordinary abilities for learning and possessed a phenomenal memory. He loved to ask questions and reflect on complex problems. He was interested in everything, from history and philosophy to music and poetry. However, life was not easy for Confucius. He had to start working early to help his mother. He did a variety of jobs. He was a granary keeper, a shepherd, and even participated in funeral processions. But despite all the difficulties, he never forgot about his studies. He continued to learn and improve himself, striving to comprehend the wisdom of the ancients and find answers to the most important questions of existence. He understood that only knowledge could give him the opportunity to escape poverty and change his life for the better. When Confucius was about 20 years old, he decided to open his own school. This was a bold and unusual decision for that time. After all, teachers were usually people of noble origin, with great experience and connections. But Confucius was not stopped by any obstacles. He believed in his abilities and that he could give his students something valuable and important. Students from different walks of life began to come to him, both noble aristocrats and simple peasants. Confucius did not discriminate between them. He accepted everyone who aspired to knowledge and was willing to learn. He taught them not only history and literature, but also morality, ethics, and the art of governing the state. He taught them to be honest, just, humane, and responsible. His teaching was based on the principles of humanity, justice, respect for elders, and the pursuit of harmony. He believed that every person is capable of becoming better, that education is the key to self-improvement and the prosperity of society. He said, "The noble man thinks of duty, and the petty man of profit." Confucius taught his students not just to memorize texts, but to think for themselves, analyze information, and draw their own conclusions. He encouraged discussions and debates, believing that it is in the clash of different opinions that truth is born. He was not just a teacher, but a mentor and friend to his students. He helped them discover their talents and find their place in life. The fame of the wise teacher spread throughout the state of Lu. Many rulers and dignitaries turned to him for advice. Soon, Confucius was invited to public service. He became an advisor to the ruler of the state of Lu and took a high position. Thanks to his wise advice, the kingdom began to prosper. Crime decreased, the economy strengthened, and people began to live in peace and harmony. Confucius introduced new laws and reforms aimed at improving the lives of ordinary people. He fought against corruption and abuse of power. He believed that the ruler should serve his people, and not vice versa. However, Confucius's success aroused envy and hostility in many courtiers. They began to weave intrigues and spread false rumors about him. The ruler, succumbing to their influence, removed Confucius from office. This was a big blow to the sage. He was disappointed in the ruler and in the political system. He realized that it was impossible to achieve justice and prosperity in the state of Lu. Confucius decided to leave the state of Lu and go wandering around China. He wanted to find a ruler who would listen to his advice and put his teachings into practice. He traveled from one kingdom to another, offering his services to various rulers, but his searches were unsuccessful. Many rulers were blinded by the thirst for power and wealth. They did not want to listen to the wise elder who spoke of morality, justice, and humanity. They preferred to surround themselves with flatterers and rogues who promised them easy victory and enrichment. Confucius experienced deep disappointment and bitterness. He saw the country sinking into chaos and lawlessness. He understood that his teaching was not in demand in this world. But he did not lose hope. He continued to teach his students, passing on his knowledge and beliefs to them. He believed that even if his teaching was not accepted during his lifetime, it would certainly bear fruit in the future. After many years of wandering, Confucius returned to his native state of Lu. He was already old and tired of wandering, but his spirit remained unyielding. He continued to teach and write books in which he set out his thoughts and ideas. It was during these years that he created his main works, such as the Linyu, Analects, a collection of sayings and judgments of Confucius, recorded by his students. These books became the basis of Confucianism, a teaching that had a huge impact on the culture and history of China, and not only China. Confucius taught that every person should strive for self-improvement, develop their moral qualities, and live in harmony with themselves and the world around them. He taught that the family is the foundation of society, and that respect for elders is the key to prosperity. He taught that the ruler should be wise and just, care for his people, and govern the country in accordance with the laws of morality. Confucius died at the age of 73. His death was a great loss for his students and followers. But his teaching continued to live and spread throughout the world. His ideas about humanity, justice, and harmony are relevant today, but here lies the main intrigue. Confucius is not just a sage and teacher. He is a symbol of hope. Hope that even in the darkest times, one can find the light of truth. Hope that every person is capable of changing the world for the better if they strive for knowledge and virtue. Confucius showed by his example that even one person can have a huge impact on the course of history if they possess wisdom, will, and faith in their ideals. And so, dear friends, we have come to the end of our story about the great Confucius. I hope you enjoyed learning about his life and teachings. And I hope that this story will inspire you to new achievements and help you become better. If you like this story, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. Your opinion is very important to me. After all, it is thanks to you that I can create new interesting videos. And in the comments, write which other historical figures you are interested in so that I can make videos about them. Until next time, may the wisdom of Confucius light your way.